Hi, I'm Adrian from EV Quest, and I have a guest today, Joe Alex. How's it going?
Hi, yeah, good.
Good,
Good,
good.
thanks.
And you've got a Leaf.
Yeah, Nissan Leaf.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're going to do
yes.
a tour now,
Yeah,
but it's not here, is it?
it's not here. No, no.
It's where is it?
It's stuck in Auckland. So yeah, that I kind of long story, but I lived in Auckland. I've just moved back down to Tauranga, and I wanted to. Well, basically, I needed a car that could drive between Auckland and Tauranga um, regularly,
Yeah.
and yeah, let's just say that the Leaf can't do long distance driving very well. So
What?
the distance is roughly it's about 230 k's from here to Auckland,
Yeah.
and the Leaf can't do that. So I was forced to when I moved down here. I was forced to buy a petrol car, which you might have seen on the
Oh yes,
on the
yes,
way out.
yeah, yeah. What model Leaf is it? Because people will probably go, oh, is it the?
It's a first gen
Yeah.
Leaf, and it was the very first year of the that model. So it's a 2010 Nissan Leaf.
So no real problems with it then.
Not really. I mean, in terms of reliability and build quality and all that sort of thing, no issues. But I have been stranded a couple of times.
Yeah, because I'm sort of in the journey of finding out about EVs before I buy one, and that whole get stranded is one of the things that really scares me.
Mm, yeah.
So that
No, fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Where have you been stranded?
well, it was doing long distance trips, and
Yeah.
it was trying to drive between here and Auckland, like
Yeah.
I was saying. So when I first bought the Leaf, it, it's I read up on it and I researched that it had about 130 k's range in the city.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh yeah, well, 200, just over 200 k's to Tauranga. I'll only need to charge maybe once, maybe twice tops. But of course, it's early days in New Zealand with public charges, so there's not a lot of rapid charges around. And I think in the early days when I first bought it, the first trip I tried to do, I tried to come from Auckland to Tauranga, and I had to you have to do a bit of a tiki tour around to
Yeah.
get to the charges. So yeah, I charged it. I think it was to Kowhara. There's a charger there, and it's like a 20-minute charge, but it only charges your battery up to 80%.
Yeah.
And on the highway as well, driving at 100 k's an hour, your range drops as well because you're driving at a higher speed. So 80% battery on an already reduced range because you're driving at highway speeds means I was only getting like 70 k's out of the battery. So it combined with the fact that there's not that many EV chargers, and I had to go from like Tikawata to like Waihi, and the car didn't make it. It got to the Karangaheki Gorge, and it went into what Leaf owners call turtle mode.
Oh yeah.
So when the battery gets really low, obviously you've got a battery readout with battery bars,
Yeah.
and it drops down in bars, and it got down to sort of 1 or 2 bars, and then it's flashing. You get all these lights flashing on the screen, and then eventually you go into turtle mode, which basically kills all the power of the car, and you push the accelerator, but you can only go as fast as sort of like 10 k's an hour. So that's just a last minute thing to get you to the nearest driveway or what have you. So yeah, it wasn't good. It was Karangaheki Gorge at night in the rain.
So you made it to
So I was
turtle
just
mode.
turtle mode, and then I coasted to a stop outside someone's random driveway in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere, and yeah, and then so me and Mum were in the car, and we had to basically get out and call a tow truck. So luckily my phone had reception, but it was in the middle of the night, so it wasn't good. It wasn't a good setup.
The AA, they got charges now. They got
It was I think it was AA. I had to call out, so yeah, it was.
Did
Yeah.
they do a rapid charge thing, or did they just put it
No,
on
no. They only you can only put your car on a tow truck. So they put it on a tow truck, and it has to be one of those ones that pulls you fully on.
Oh yeah.
On. You can't
Yeah.
just drag it
Yeah.
because it's an EV for some reason. So yeah. So I had to wait for them to come, and they then towed me to the nearest charger, which was Waihi, which was only a few k's up the road. So
Yeah. Have you got
frustrating.
many EV owned friends who have done that as well?
No, all of my friends think I'm a bit crazy, or
Yeah.
or thought I was a bit crazy. I
Yeah.
think to start with, because I bought it back in 2017, and back then, not many people really think about EVs in New Zealand. So yeah, it was early days, and I think everyone was saying the things people say you're crazy. The battery won't last another year. It'll run out in a few years. It'll break down. It's new technology. and also another one that they say has the leaf looks ugly. That's another one.
Quite
But
like the
that's
look of the leaf.
you don't mind it? Okay, yeah. I don't mind it either. You kind of get used to it. So yeah, I think my friends think I'm a bit crazy. To be fair, and I got stranded not once but twice. So yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
was
is
a long
your local mainly for use just sort of locally though, or is it you actually?
Yeah, that's pretty much the main use I had the Leaf for, was just city driving.
Yeah.
So for my commute and everything, it was really good. And around Auckland, it does, because you're driving slower, often at 50 k's an hour, or a mixture.
10 k's now.
Yeah, you get more range of the battery, so you can get about 130, 140 k's out of a charge. And then
So you charge it from home.
I didn't have a full on charger set up at home, so I just pretty much plugged it into a lead in the house and just had the lead running out of the ranch slider to the car in the driveway. So yeah, and then you just plug it in when you get home, and it charges overnight, and then it's full and ready in the morning. So that aspect of it I think is quite good. It's just, to me, that's more convenient than actually going to a petrol station.
Yeah.
To me.
So do you find you are saving money?
Oh yeah.
Weekly on your.
Yeah. I mean, I got the Leaf. I got it second hand, but I bought it for like 12 grand, and it's essentially paid for itself in fuel savings, possibly even more than that. So, and I've still got it. So it's I'm just considering what I'm going to do with it going forward, whether I'm going to sell it or I don't know, try and get it down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Somehow.
That's right. Oh, what's the most common question people have then?
Probably what's the range that you get out of it?
Yeah.
I think people ask the most.
Yeah.
And the answer, it's not a
Depends.
straightforward answer. It depends. So around the city, 130 k's. When it was new, I think I was getting maybe 140 k's around the city. But it's over the years, the battery capacity's dropped. So it starts with, let's say at least start with 12 battery bars, and over the years, you gradually lose one. You lose them over the years. So when I bought mine, it was at 11 out of 12 bars, and now it's at 8 out of 12.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so that means each time you fully charge it, you're only getting 8/12 of the battery capacity you did when it was new.
Maybe one last tip for a potential buyer.
I'm a big believer in like looking on the used market. Trade Me is really good, and they've got like good filters, so you can filter by EV, by lowest price to highest price, and just watch a lot of video reviews on Trade Me as well, just to get a good idea. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with a Leaf if you're just using it for city use.
City use.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, thanks very much.
Cool.
Thank
Thanks.
you.